I think it's got a better picture than the computer. We are live, baby. Live, baby.
Live and living color.
Time is it? 7? 7? Hit my music. Hit my music. Hit my music. Comments will appear here. Oh, to the slam.
I don't know if I'm a fan of this mini table.
Yeah, I should roll a bigger table. It's fine. It'll work. Brother. I like camera better.
Yeah, it's nice.
Brother. Last week I couldn't even dance because I was using my phone to do my music. Slammer. Ooh. Ooh.
It's got
Goosebumps.
I'm like the Rock. It's got goosebumps.
I pledge allegiance to the slam. Oh, forgot to do the Disco Inferno.
Well, we'll keep the music up for that. There we go.
Whoa.
And we'll start.
Holy moly, look how smooth that is. I should have been a break dancer.
We'll start bringing it down.
Bring it down. Send stars to show your support.
We all support you, Slammy.
Slammy. That's what Frodo calls me.
Because of that tag team, man.
Slammy. He's always called me Slammy.
Oh, has he?
Yeah, always. Well, here we are. We're a few minutes early, but here we are. Whoa. Kyle Moody Skynet is watching.
That is me.
That's you. Hey, you're watching yourself. Well, welcome aboard.
Welcome.
Episode 50, The Bro Show. I didn't bring anything to drink.
That could be a problem. You need to run and get you something.
I'm all right.
I can hold the fort down. Nobody's here yet.
I just had a bang on the way home from
the Chili's?
the South County area. So maybe one's enough.
Broken. Keep open.
This table, the legs are stuck into place.
Oh.
So if you mess with them, it might really screw it up. You know what I did?
Wait for somebody.
I screwed up because I usually create an event, and it didn't create my event for me when I did the thing.
So maybe.
Well, maybe a couple on here. Who's on here? Last week I was able to...
Michael is watching.
And
Paul is
Hester.
watching.
Yeah, welcome aboard, guys.
We're slowly gathering in here.
That's why I kind of like to go a couple minutes early. That way everybody can... Trickle in.
Let them trickle in. Let them filter in.
Who else was on here? Michael,
the wild man himself,
from Vallejo, California. Welcome aboard, Michael. Welcome, Paul. How are you guys doing tonight?
Michael, wild man from Vallejo,
Aruba.
Is he here?
No, but he was just in Aruba. He might be traveling. He might be home.
I did see that. He might as well just go ahead and buy a second house.
If I was him, I would just pack up and move.
I'd just get a second house
move all the way.
Michael says, "Oh yeah, 50 episodes of the coolest wrestling show going today. Slammermania and Bookmania. Too sweet.
Too sweet."
I like the new camera set up here.
I do. I like it.
It looks a lot nicer.
I feel like we fit.
Yes.
I feel like we don't fit.
We're not like shoulder to shoulder like we feel like we were before.
Yeah, and you can see
the lighting's better.
We're not getting
all
dark. You can see the wrestling wall. Paul, what's up, brother? How you doing?
Hello, he says.
Hello. That's like pizza. Hello. Hello. Welcome to episode 50 of The Bro Show. What is today? May the 26th. Wow.
May 26th, 5/26/25.
Memorial Day.
We salute you.
Yeah, I had a nice little day off of work today.
I am on a week's vacation.
You're on a week's vacation.
Today is
Mom went away on a week's vacation. Denny Howell just joined in.
Michael says, "Happy Memorial Day. Thanks for your dad's services."
Thank you. Yeah. A lot of... I don't mind when people say Happy Memorial Day. You get the Facebook people. It's not happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, people are just wishing you have a happy day.
Yeah.
You know.
You're celebrating.
There's nothing happy about
losing
somebody, and really and it's about the people that lost their lives in war.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about celebrating veterans, but like my dad, for instance, he's not here now. I can, it's Memorial Day. I'm remembering him today in his service. But yeah, it's ultimately about the people that
lost their
died
lives
in war.
Yeah.
But people have a day off today. I'd say 95% of the people out in the world know what today is about. And then you always gotta have the people, it's not happy. This is what it's
just
about.
gotta be the party poopers. It's
always.
Like on the Columbus days and everything else.
Yeah. It's just like, have a great day, guys. You're off work. Have some barbecue. Go camp. Them same people griping about all that are sitting on the lake grilling hot dogs and hamburgers.
Glad I'm off today.
I'm glad I'm off work today. I didn't feel like delivering packages today.
And I wouldn't even have a problem with if they only gave veterans the day off. Can you imagine that?
Michael, no, man.
No,
we're saying it's not a big deal to say Happy Memorial Day.
We're saying it's a good thing.
It's like it.
We're poo-pooing on the people
that try to poo-poo on the people that say happy. We know it's yeah. Oh, somebody sends 20 stars.
Paul Hester.
Oh, wow. Thank you, brother.
20 stars. Thank you, sir.
But yeah, it'd be a good day. Man, I think, is there a full moon today by any chance?
I don't know.
Me and Heather was talking about that. We got up this morning and it's like...
You have a wild man?
Yeah, we was like, we can sit here and do nothing.
That's exactly what I did.
I sat and did nothing all day yesterday. I didn't have it in me to sit and do nothing all day today. And we thought, we wanted to go check out Ollie's. I seen Ollie's is supposed to be getting some action figures and stuff like that. And we wanted to eat Chili's. Chili's was spot on. Chili's, great experience. Felt like it took 10 million years to drive up there, though. You ever have that? Them driving, and we'll be like, man, we're only to Bonne Terre.
We've had
it's like, man, we've been driving for like 3 hours, And then Chili's ruled. We got to Ollie's. They didn't have no Bang Energies.
So tell the people, Brian. Tell the people what
Ollie's
is.
Ollie's is it's like they're a catch-all of like places that don't overstock.
They're
overstock.
They're almost kind of like a Big Lots.
Almost like a Big Lots.
Like an old Value City, if you guys know Value City.
It's like if places have too much stuff, Ollie's picks it up. So I usually get good deals on like Bang Energies and Ghost drinks and stuff like that. Or we might get soap and detergent and stuff like that. And I found a couple action figures there, but not very many, not today, but in general, I found action figures. Well, I seen where they've been getting some Elites
have you seen the
some
posters?
Monday Night War stuff.
Have you seen the big poster things that they've been finding? There's like a Hogan poster.
I didn't see those.
They're almost
I'd
like the big
that,
framed,
but I didn't.
Like canvas looking.
Yeah. Well, they had 2 Monday Night War figures that I already had. They were $12.99 a piece.
Like Curt Hennig?
No, they had a Stone Cold and a
What?
Lita. What? And then they had a Seth Rollins, a Butch, and a Tommaso Ciampa. They were $12.99 each. I thought about it. I thought I don't really need any of the. The Butch halfway intrigued me. Heather says, she's like, it's Butch. She goes, wait a minute, that's not Butch. And it never dawned on me. They gave a guy a name of a guy they used to have. Butch. Bushwhacker Butch.
Yeah.
Butch. Pete Dunne Butch. But he was Butch.
See, I was thinking of Bushwhacker.
It never dawned on me when they were calling him Butch. And I actually liked him better as Butch.
Oh, really?
Than Pete Dunne. Because he had some person. Now he's nothing. He was something when yeah. Anywho.
As you were saying Butch, I wasn't even thinking of Pete Dunne. I was thinking of
Bushwhacker. That's what Heather thought, and I just seen it, and I knew it was a Pete Dunne Butch.
Yeah.
If it would have been Bushwhacker Butch, I'd bought it immediately. But yeah, Ollie's was a big old dud, and I kid you not, we walked outside. Me and Heather were just chatting, talking, carrying on, walking out to the car, and we thought we heard something, but we wasn't sure. And then you just hear, excuse me, please pardon my interruption.
Oh gosh.
Some guy on a bike, and we're like, what? He's like, could you all give me a couple dollars? And Heather's like, no, we're fine. And he kept trying, and we're getting in the car. He didn't spit at us, but he like spit almost like in our general direction. And he did this.
Yeah.
It's like, and I was looking for him. I told Heather, I said, I usually don't act like this, but I said, if I seen him, I was going to go down there and spit in his direction. It got me. It actually made, it was like, we see you, pal. But anyway, that was the first weird thing. We went to Target, there in Kirkwood.
Okay.
Walmart, nothing. And then we went to the other Target and we was in line to pay. And this guy was with his cart, and we're at the thing, and he pulls the cart. I mean, he has the cart right directly behind Heather. Like, I mean, just like pushing us out of the way, and we're not even paying. And it's like, and it was just several weird things. The people were weird, even though it wasn't real packed in places. Yeah. It was just, I finally told Heather, I'm like, is there a full moon or something? She's like, I don't know. But finally we made it home. It was a good day.
Well, that's good.
Got me a couple fines. Go ahead,
catch up on chat here real quick. Michael, the wild man from he says he served in the Navy from 1979 to 87.
Oh, thank you for your service.
Saratoga and Belleau Wood, whatever. Belleau? Josh Summers in the chat says, "What's up, bros?
What's up, bro?
What's happening,
bro, Josh? What's up, brother? Seen you the other night. Good to see you as always."
The Wild Man also chimed in and said, "I like the Hogan and Sid Vicious figures you showed on Facebook."
I showed them. I've done showed them, but I'm gonna show them again.
Justin Lucy. I like Lucha. You know, Lucha. We're all about the Luchas here.
Luchador Lucy.
Luchador Justin. I like that. It says, "Brother Slammer, Brother Mookie, what's up, man?
What's going on, brother?"
He also says randomly, "Hacksaw was my hero."
Hacksaw. Oh.
Hey there, tough guy. Give me a minute, I'll get my 2x4.
Wait a minute.
Here it is. Ho!
Yes, that's an original Hacksaw Jim Duggan board I got in like...
Flip it over.
When I get that 1990. Oh! Look at that. Look at good shape that's in. Isn't that awesome?
Remember
I'll tell you right now, 1988 is when Bro Slam got that.
Remember when he had to feud with Lita and Edge? He'd come out and he'd go...
yeah, that was his...
He'd start the chant, go, "Lita is a ho!"
Oh, Hacksaw. Hacksaw rules. Seen him several times live in wrestling action.
If you want to call him tonight by any chance, by any means, 1-999-SLAM. That's with 2 M's on Slam. 1-999-SLAM.
Slam.
Slam.
Uh-oh. Look who just joined in.
Ruba!
Brojo.
Just talking about you, brother.
His ears were burning. That's why he had to get on the bro show. He's like, man, I feel my ears are burning, brother.
Oh.
That the chat?
I had to pull mine back out. Looked like mine froze.
Uh-oh.
Hopefully.
Whoa.
We are not froze, though.
Whoa, Kathy Rainero has joined in.
Mama Kathy.
She's watching anyway.
Want to have a little bit of this day in history?
Yeah, and Tim Mendeville. What's up, Tim?
Oh, our buddy from the West.
He was at the AEW pay-per-view last night.
Yes. It was a big wrestling
weekend. Just in general. Dave Pratt, what's going on? Cacaw. Tim, hello,
brother. What's up, man?
Yes, Cacaw, by the way. Cacaw, man, just steamrolling people, man. I think this is the year. This could
be it.
This is the year. We have to get rid of A.J. McCarron and get Max Duggan to be a quarterback to win it all. It's going to be awesome. Aruba, my brothers.
I almost think it's more of the defense that's winning our games.
Yeah, I'm glad the offense woke up, though. Yeah, it was nice to see some points get scored, that's for sure.
Let's see. Yeah, George says, "Aruba, my brothers, the Bro Show plan attack." The Bro Show plan is attack.
Hey, that was the best part of my wrestling match the other night when that dude had that Battle Hawks hat on. I was going, Cacaw!
See, I missed that.
I can't believe you missed that.
But I caught him after the show. Michael says, "Best part of the show is when you get the caller." Hey, hopefully we get a caller tonight. 1-999-SLAM.
I hope it's David Lee Roth. Ow!
Just Summers, Mookie, did you pitch Slammer your security detail? Yeah, I forgot all about this. So Josh has this brilliant idea at the shows when you're working the merch table. He says, "I need a security shirt and like a little walkie on my shoulder. Act like I'm doing security around you, like form the line and get people going up."
We actually need that sometimes.
I told him I'd get on and be like, "Shaft, we need some more backup over here.
Shaft, we got some lingerers over here. We need to get them out of here." Not you, Michael, but the Michael and Eldon. Big my Mike. Gosh. Move along, Michael.
Mama Kathy, for us OCD folks, you have to switch back your seats. Oh, because the camera's flipped on here. You'll need to fix that on your...
we're seeing ourselves the right way, but they're seeing us backwards.
Yeah, because look at my shirt.
Oh, we'll poop.
We're actually going from Slammer's phone tonight instead of the laptop.
Okay, well,
so I guess that's why it is backwards.
I don't know. You know what? I start touching stuff, I will screw everything up. So.
I know there's a camera setting. I don't know if it fixes Facebook.
Yeah,
There's a camera setting. If you take selfies, it switches it around for you. I don't know if it works on Facebook though. Sorry about that, Mama Kathy. We didn't even notice because we're seeing ourselves.
I could just turn it around, but then we'll be weird.
Yeah, maybe we'll do that next week.
Let's just leave it like it is. When I upload it to YouTube, I'll flip it.
Okay,
that's easy.
Next week you can flip your phone around.
Yep.
I'll set your laptop here so you can still see us on camera there and read comments.
I was just trying.
We will do that.
I was just trying to save some Dragon stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's not that big a deal, but yeah, you know.
We will work on that, Mama Kathy. Thank you for the
tidbit.
Little on this day in wrestling history.
Ooh, I love this day in wrestling history. I missed this last week.
On this day, 1987.
Welcome back, by the way.
Oh, thank you very much.
You missed episode 49.
I'm back for 50. 50. We'll do that.
This is episode 50. If you're just joining in, this is the Bro Show, episode 50, and I am your host.
With the most. Oh, we never did
your number one brother. Your mega brother, the people's bro. I am not your MMWA champion. I lost. But I'm big enough to say I lost. That's all right. I am Bro Slammer. This guy.
I'm over here noted around these parts as the king of cool, voted by the people.
Voted. This ballot was stuffed. Welcome aboard, Doc.
You are El Presidente.
El Presidente.
And also voted your number one Mookie of the Year.
Mookie Blaylock.
The man, the myth, the legend.
What's your number, Mookie?
The White Larry Bird 11.
10.
Dang it. I thought I knew without even thinking.
You had it all the last time. Caw.
That's what I missed.
Whoa, 100 stars sent. Whoa.
Doc is in the chat.
Thank you, Doc.
And Doc even showed up to the Bonterre show, man.
I talked about the Bonterre show, but you weren't here. So if you have, go ahead with your This Day in History. If there's anything you'd like to add, we can always backtrack.
Catherine says, it's okay, just switch seats.
Let's just turn around.
We'll just turn around and we'll face the wall.
We'll face it. I like it.
Look like you're in the backseat of the car on our
I better not look at the wall. I come down here and start looking at this stuff, and I'll just stare at it and go off into La La
On this day, 1987, New Jersey. Speak of the devil.
This is WrestleMania 3 time then. Well, after WrestleMania 3.
Speak of the devil. Speak his name, and he comes into existence. Hacksaw Jim Duggan was in the news today with the Iron Sheik.
Oh, I know this. They were caught
today in 1987.
So anyway, Hacksaw Jim Duggan and the Iron Sheik, bitter enemies, fighting each other.
Speaking of spitting on the floor.
Yeah, how weird is that? But they were pulled over and arrested with cocaine.
Yeah. And DUI also.
And DUI. That was big news because
they were actually feuding at the time.
Baby faces did not drive together.
They were actually feuding at the time.
They were feuding so much that, man, they were so coked up they didn't know they was riding with each other. Oh, tough guy.
Josh Summers in the chat says, tough loss Saturday. JSO is no pushover.
Nope, I ain't either.
Also in this day in history, 1996, I apologize.
96, okay.
In Your House 8.
Okay.
You remember which In Your House this is?
Was it Beware of Dog?
Beware of Dog was on this day.
Wow, look at me. Woo, which one? 1 or 2?
This would be the first one from hailing from Florence, South Carolina.
So they had a power outage at this show.
You can take it away from here.
It was done was it all done in the dark?
I know at least the main event was.
So the rest of it was normal, but the main event was in the dark.
And the show continued for the live crowd there.
Okay, and then was it a week later they did Beware of Dog 2?
2 days later.
2 days later.
It was like free for everybody. Wasn't it like on a Monday Night Raw or something like that?
Maybe, yeah, and it was the British Bulldog in the main event. Was it Shawn Michaels? Mm-hmm. Shawn Michaels, British Bulldog, WWF Championship. Man, good call there.
Also in this day in history, 1997, 1 year later.
1 year later.
Raw from Evansville, Indiana.
Okay.
The tag team champions, the British Bulldog and
Owen Hart.
Owen Hart,
All right.
lost their tag team titles to who?
Woo, 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 woo. Hold on a minute. Owen Hart and British Bulldog. Oh, shoot.
1 year later on Monday Night Raw from Evansville, Indiana.
90 what? 7?
97.
Did they lose to the Legion of Doom? No. They weren't there then, were they?
Does anybody know?
Legion of Doom wasn't there then, were they?
Josh says that was a good match, by the way.
Thank you. It was a very good match. Everybody said
We will get
to that. Was it the Legion? Did they lose?
Is that your final answer?
Was the Legion of Doom there in 97?
I believe so.
When did Hawk die?
Oh, it was much later than that. It was like
99?
Yeah, 99, 2000.
Was it Okay, I'm wrong, but I'm gonna say the Legion of Doom.
Yeah, you were wrong. They were defeated and the new World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champions, the Heartbreak Kid and Stone Cold.
Oh,
Steve Austin.
Steve Austin. That's right.
What a weird tag team.
Yeah, I remember that, and I didn't like that.
It was kind of a makeshift, one of those makeshift tag teams.
I didn't like makeshift tag team top guys getting championships like that.
And speaking of that, the first makeshift megastar type tag team that I can always think of was Macho Man and Hulk Hogan.
Yeah,
I feel like those two were like the two superstars that they smooshed together and made like the Mega Powers, a mega tag team. And that trend has slowly kind of continued over the years. And that's one of them makeshift.
It was
superstar,
and that was fine. It worked because it worked to their. But I mean, just tag team wrestling is just so
kind of dead now.
It's so dead. Any of these teams now, it's just like ugh. Anywho, welcome aboard. Next.
Oh, Mad Max is in the chat.
Max, what's up, brother?
What's up, Phyllis?
Good to see you, brother.
Mama Kathy's yelling at Max and hey, bro, Max.
Hey, bro, Max. Welcome aboard, brother. On this day,
On this day, born in 1982.
Born
in 1982.
Okay.
Superstar diva, one of the best women wrestlers of all time, the Last Heart, Natty Neidhart.
She 42?
She is 42.
Wow, okay, good for her.
And that's all I've got for this.
Age does not like Natalia.
I was hoping she was going to join us tonight. That's why I had that all ready.
I listened to her on an interview, and it was tough.
Oh, really?
I do like. The only thing I like to hear about she's
got a new autobiography going to come out.
But I mean, it's good to hear them things about being in the dungeon and her Uncle Owen and Brett and blah blah blah. So that stuff's cool. But just listening to her talk.
I used to have such a crush on her years ago.
It's like I don't want to make fun of how I'm just not going to because I don't want to make fun of somebody. Page's favorite wrestler. Anyway, she's rough to listen.
Max remembers. I had that all planned, hoping she was going to join us tonight.
She thought about it. She'd been at her buddy Ashton's all weekend, and she just got home, so she was like...
She was messaging me yesterday, and she said that she was going to make it home in time for the show, so I kind of thought she was going to join us. So that's why I had that little tidbit ready to shoot out of the cannon for her.
Shoot it out of the cannon. Call.
Sadly, she's not even in the chat to enjoy that.
I know. They're watching something. They got shows to catch up on.
I heard Wheel of Fortune up there earlier.
Yeah, what is it?
It's not even Pat Sajak anymore. Who is it? Ryan Seacrest.
Ryan Seacrest.
My gosh, I can't even believe that. Sad.
They kind of like him now.
Do they?
Yeah, they've grown.
Well, it's kind of like Drew Carey with The Price is Right. Some of those, it's crazy how they're, I remember as a kid, there was it seemed like thousands of game shows on TV.
Mm-hmm.
And now there's just 3 or 4. And it's Wheel of Fortune, it's Jeopardy, it's Price is Right.
Yeah.
Those are the 3. And Jeopardy, how does Jeopardy... Nobody normal knows more than 2 questions. You're lucky to get 1 question.
I'm one of them. I don't know any of it.
How does that show stay on for... That show's been on probably since I've been alive.
It's been a long time. I know because
I'm old.
There's been spells where I tried to watch it and I'm like, I don't know this stuff.
Yeah.
But I'll get a random one here and there.
That's what I'm saying. If you get 1 or 2, I feel like I'm a superstar. I feel like a stud.
Yeah.
And then the next question, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm back to being dumb. I have no idea. It's like, what was a rhinoceros' original name? I don't know. Oh my gosh!
That's good.
All right, you want to get to some of your?
Yeah, let's. Today I got some weekly purchases.
I have nothing.
And I will say this: the weekly purchases are probably gonna come to a big old slow halt for a while.
Mine has for right now. I've got a few things coming in the mail.
Unless there's just something. The only reason I got my big purchase here today is because these tariffs are really screwing things up, and I think that's why the toy aisles are looking kind of skimpy. I've been seeing a lot of stuff on TikTok and reels on Facebook and stuff of these guys going into stores, and it's like there's nothing there.
Yeah.
Well,
the same crap that's sitting there.
And the same crap that's been sitting there. And me and you, we went to some stores. It's like, man, there's nothing here. But anyway, while Paige was up in Columbia, she found me. She's like, hey, do you need any of these? I said, yes, I do. No Sid Justice left behind. That's a Sid Justice WWE main event.
That's awesome.
He rules. He actually rules the world because he is Sid Justice and he is the master and the ruler of the world. So I'm really glad to have and get his big Psycho Sid body glove. I wish it said body glove on the.
I feel like
pad.
His Bindi did, didn't it? His Bindi has at least like a logo or something on it. Because I remember being really impressed as a kid that it had I think it has the logo on it. You looking for it?
Yeah,
just trust me. Trust me.
He's got a white one on. He's on the second shelf, second row, middle. He's got a big white on.
I believe he does have a figure of this guy. I thought it was the Bendham right offhand.
I always liked long hair, curly Sid better than short haired.
He'd go like this, and you see fling, and you see the water spray off of it when he'd slowly or quickly flip his hair.
And this one here, I thought about waiting because I thought this might go on sale sometime soon. Uh-oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have our first caller of the night. Thank you for calling in. 1-900-99 Slam. That's with 2 M's. Caller, who do we have tonight?
Oh,
whoa!
Guys,
is this
Hacksaw Jim? Oh, well.
I was ready for a last name.
Welcome aboard, Hacksaw Jim. First time caller, long time listener, right?
Oh yeah, you know what?
You've been drinking and driving again there, Hacksaw? You've been hanging out with Iron Sheik?
You've been eating that booger sugar there, Hacksaw?
I'll give you a thumbs up though there, tough guy.
Hey, we give you a thumbs up there, Hacksaw.
I've got a question for you.
I got an answer.
Is Hacksaw Jim and Iron Sheik brothers?
That night in 1987, they were brothers.
On this exact night, 1987, you guys were jail cellmate brothers.
Jail cellmate brothers.
All right there, tough guy. One more question for you.
Oh, one more question. All right.
Oh.
Kane and Undertaker brothers.
Oh! I didn't even see that one coming.
I didn't see it. They are brothers, 100%.
100%. Paul Bear is the father.
They're daddy-o.
Okay, USA.
All right. Thanks for calling, Hacksaw.
You're still there.
All right.
All right,
that ruled. All right. Thank you, Hacksaw Duggan.
Oh, my gosh.
All right. So anyway, back to these crazy...
Doc says he agrees the tariffs are killing him, too.
Well, I bet a lot of his equipment might be made overseas.
Kathy says, why no girls wrestling MMWA? I'm not sure...
I think girls with Missouri license, number one, are few and far between.
Oh.
So I don't know. There's a commission, and if I'm not mistaken, I think they have to provide a pregnancy test before every match. Mm-hmm. So that's probably a pain to have that done every single time. And I could be wrong about that, but someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's it.
Something like that.
Brother. So anyway, the tariff situation. If I thought about waiting until this went on sale because I've actually seen some of these, but I'm afraid I'm going to end up not seeing them, and then I'm going to end up losing out, and I'm not losing out on Hulk Hogan. Yeah. So, Hulk Hogan Ultimate Edition.
Awesome. Welcome to the club, brother.
Welcome aboard, Hulkster. That's the Hulkster's last title, the last WWF title reign.
And first
WWE champion, Hulk Hogan. Does it say that on the belt?
On the back. Oh. I'm sure it does at the very top. It's got the WWE logo, I'm sure.
I think it's just
That's the one I had to pre-order, and I'm happy to see that your bandana is pulled down a little bit lower than what mine was on the figure.
Oh yeah, I was trying to figure out too. Does that say Cardillo on the weight belt? Because if it is, that's pretty cool.
Probably not.
And I think Steve ought to get some kind of.
Yeah, and that's probably why it doesn't.
Well, I think originally there was a Hogan with a belt, and I think it said Cardillo on the belt.
Show the back of that box. The back of the box is really cool too. It's got some really cool pictures. That's the one I actually pre-ordered about a month ago and got in. Such a cool figure. That's a tough one. I'm like,
was that before the Mr. America run?
This?
Yeah.
Yes.
Was he the champ?
No, this is after.
So he won the belt after the Mr. America run?
Hold on. Let me think here.
Man, that early 2000s stuff just gets so.
Yeah. Let me. Oh, I don't want to sit here with like dead time, but I'm trying to think.
Anyway.
Piper come back with the whole Mr. America thing. That was WrestleMania.
What a great box. The inside, even. Gosh, dang it.
Just very, very nicely displayed.
The boots. Good figure. My gosh, what a great figure. And I like the heads, extra heads. Yeah. Brother. I'm glad I got that. I'd have been really sad.
Michael says, cool Hulk Hogan figure.
Yeah, he rules, brother. Hulk rules.
He also says Hacksaw was the caller with a laughy face. Dominic jumped in the chat, says, what's up, brothers?
What's up, brother? Good to see you Saturday night. Oh, and with that being said, the first half hour, bro is... Oh, wait a minute. What is it?
War.
The Bro Zone. The Bro Zone is over. Now you're entering Bro is Orb.
Yeah, make it stop.
Welcome aboard. Episode 50, The Bro Show. Bro Mookie, Bro Slam. Thank you for joining us. Sin Stars.
So, you want to tell us about this past Saturday night?
Yeah, did you have anything you wanted to add from the Von Terror Pro Wrestling Epic Show?
I think you pretty much covered
it all. So this past Saturday night, we MMWA returned to Arnold, Missouri.
First time I've ever attended one there.
It was actually my second time. My very first MMWA match was like 4 years ago at the Elks Lodge there, and my first match was against Cayman there, and then
Maxwell's begging for the Rocky Hulk.
Oh, hold on a minute. I'll get him.
No.
So this
Walmart has a boxing John Cena figure. One of the days if they mark that down, I'm gonna get it and bring it over here. I'm gonna kick that over
that. I'm
butt.
gonna get that. I'm gonna get the Cody, and we'll have a boxing match. So main event wrestling action, man. I got my shot at the title.
Andy Edwards says you got cheated.
I did. Darn Jay the referee, man.
Jay King.
He didn't count fast enough, did he?
He got knocked a little silly.
And he counted a little too fast for JSO, I think. I kicked out there 3.
I've seen it.
I kicked out. Slam don't stay down, brother. Slam kick out. Anyway, it was a good night, man. We had an awesome crowd. Tons of Slammer Maniacs. Great night, man. We will return to the Arnold Elks at, what is it, June 28th? June 28th. So a month from now, we'll be back there. But in 2 weeks, we'll be back at the historic South Broadway Athletic Club on June 14th. So
awesome.
Be there.
Or be square. I won't be making that show. I'll be back to work that weekend.
What one? 14th?
Yeah.
Well, shame on
I believe that's the Coca-Cola playoff game night, too.
You're off for 2 weeks?
I'm off this past weekend. I'm off. No, I just took off 1 week. I'll be off in 2 weeks.
Oh, I thought you said, you'll just be back to Saturday night.
Yeah.
I got you. So anyway, that was a good night. Good night up there.
Took on JSO. And his little crony.
Yeah, I tell you what, man.
It takes 2 of them to cheat to get you down.
It takes 2. There's always one of me, but I always have my legions of Slammer Maniacs, so I don't know what happened.
That Arnold crowd was pumped that night.
The crowd was pumped. They were loud.
I was kind of afraid as it was getting closer to the main event. The show, it seemed, kind of started slowing down. Like, I could feel the crowd, the energy of the crowd, like, getting tired.
Well, right before our match, I was back there, man, because I get really psyched up before I go out for number 1. And I'm standing there at the curtain. I'm waiting for my music. And they said, all right, now a 10-minute intermission. I went, no. And I had to start walking around and trying to get back into it. And then
You're like Big Papa Pump there with those stretchy things.
Yeah. And then, we finally got out there. I'm fired up. You know how I am anyway when I get out there to the ring. And then it just took a while, and then we had some interruption before the match.
Yeah.
There's a lot of hoo-ha going on, man. So I blame all that. They got in my head. Anyway.
Andy Edwards says the intermission was a killer. That's what I was saying. It's like the crowd felt like they were slowly getting tired as the night went on, which, you know, always happens until that main event happens. But then they took the intermission, and it was kind of, I think they said it was only supposed to be like a 10-minute intermission. It felt like it was another 15 or 20 minutes.
The deal is, man, I know they want to sell all the 50-50s that they can. I get it. I just wish.
Matt Stockdale says hello.
Hey, I wish that, hey, Matt, how's it going, brother? I just wish they would just be like, hey, here's the 50-50 drawing. Blah, here, you know, get your winner.
When do you guys get a rest hold
that.
in the middle of the match? Go for a side headlock, hold the Yokozuna style for like 5 minutes.
They say, hey,
That's what we do.
while this headlock is applied, let's do the 50-50 drawing.
Or do the old Saved by the Bell Zach Morrison in the middle of the match.
Time out. And everybody just
freezes.
stops. I need a drink anyway, real quick.
Kathy says, damn that ref.
I know.
She was all fired up that night. Barbie is in the chat.
Whoa, Barbie, what's
I
up?
hope you guys are doing well, and I miss you guys.
What's up?
You gotta come to one of these shows down here, girl. Well, you will actually be over. Oh, Mount Vernon's a heck of a drive for her.
Is she in Illinois or
I believe she's in Missouri, but
St. Louis-y?
I think so. I forgot exactly where she lives. But yeah, definitely up north from us.
All right,
So
well.
not anywhere close to Mount Vernon.
Speaking of Mount Vernon, we will be traveling to Mount Vernon, Illinois, a 2-hour, 40-minute drive. We will not be going through St. Genevieve this time. We will be going up through St. Louis.
It was like a 5-hour trip, it seems like at that point.
Yeah, it's like we're getting on the highway, and it's about the same drive either way, but going 2-lane roads.
Yeah.
We're going the highway. So
we
anyway,
wanted to see Popeye last time.
we wanted to see Popeye, so it worked out.
Yeah.
And maybe one of these days we'll do it again. But anyway, IWA this Saturday night, Mount Vernon, Illinois. If you're anywhere around Mount Vernon, Slammer feature match, man, main event against that mean, nasty Playboy Double H, man.
Let me pause you right there. Speaking of Playboy Double H,
Let's speak of him.
did you see who I ran into at
Time there, Facebook.
Did you happen to see who I ran into at Raising
I
Cane's?
did.
I even took a picture with them just
I-
because I had to prove that these people are stalking you.
I must have just got out of there just at the right time because, man, had I seen Playboy Double H and Virgil and Nikki, I would probably took all three of their heads and just went.
I would say a meeting of the minds.
Give them a triple noggin knocker. How dare they come? How dare they come into our hallowed grounds of Raising Cane's in Arnold, Missouri?
Son of a gun stole a chicken finger from me, and I'm not gonna remember. I'm gonna remember. I'm not gonna forget.
That must have happened when you went to the bathroom and we went out to the car waiting
Yeah.
on you. You must have ran into them.
That's why I had to take that picture just to prove to everybody
Oh,
they're following us.
Gosh, that mean, nasty Playboy Double H. I tell you what, man. Just for him
Him,
stalking us,
Nikki, and Virgil. All
him,
three of
Nikki,
them
and
were there.
Virgil. I tell you what, man. This Saturday night, I'm not only going. I don't care if I win the belt. I'm not going.
I just want you to get my chicken finger
I'm just
back.
going there, man. I'm going to cause some chaos.
Hell yeah.
And if I walk out with the belt, man,
That's even
and
better.
just a cherry on top. And I don't even like cherries.
What? You don't like cherries?
I like cherry flavoring. I don't like cherry. I don't want no crunchy cherry in my mouth. No, cherry Pop Tart. Cherry Pop Tart.
You don't like a big old piece of cherry pie?
If it was just the cherry filling,
Oh,
just make it with
Slammer.
filling. I don't need all that. I don't like chunks. Chunks, gross.
I like my pie like I like my women, you know?
Triple noggin knocker.
Let's catch up on chat real quick.
Ketchup. Mustard and ketchup.
Mama Kathy says, Max brought 22 Slammer Maniacs. It was fun. They had the whole back section of that building.
That just slam it. The MMWA, the slam MMWA.
There you go.
That's
That's with 2 M's.
that's right. Everybody comes to see Slam.
Tim
brother.
Mendeville wants to know, how far are you guys from St. Louis? We're about an hour south.
Hour?
We're about an hour south. Probably maybe an hour, 10, 20 minutes from the airport.
Yeah, if I drove right up to Broadway right now, I think it'd take an hour and 10 minutes.
Okay.
Without hour and 10 minutes to hour and 15 minutes. What does that mean, Tim? Are you going to come to St. Louis?
Oh, yeah. He's going to come for a PLE, a WWE PLE one of these days.
He may just be coming to see a Slammer PLE. He may be coming to up to Broadway, brother.
Michael says, triple knocker, LOL, love it. Wyatt's in the chat, says, hi, Slammer. And Kyle
Wyatt, what's up, brother?
We are the people you were looking for. Doc is in the chat, says, Mookie, the Mentos picture was classic. Did you get to see this?
The Mentos.
Yes.
Who was you with?
It was me, Doc, and Sandy Eagle.
I did see the Mentos picture.
I put Mentos
yes.
all in their hand because we're all giving thumbs up. I'm like, man, this looks like a Mentos commercial. So I added Mentos all over their hands and then I
Okay.
put the theme song with it. Put it,
Mentos, the fresh
put it
meat.
in my story.
What was it? What Foo Fighters had?
Yeah.
Talk about it. Yeah, that was like a Mentos commercial, wasn't
But
it?
after I looked at that picture afterwards, I'm like, man, we're all three giving thumbs up in the picture. I'm like, this is like an ending to a Mentos commercial. I'll have to end up like posting that eventually. I just put it in my stories with the Mentos,
That's
commercial
wonderful.
with it. Mentos.
Mentos,
The
the
fresh
fresh maker.
Not sponsored.
Certainly brought to you by Mentos tonight. Should be brought to you by Mattel. Send me figures, Mattel.
Andy Edwards says, not PLE, pay-per-views.
Paper.
Trust me, it kills me to say
oh.
PLE now.
It's such a weird thing. I don't know what.
I just want to say, watch it on the Peacock.
They'll just say another Monday Night Raw. I watched the Saturday night's main event yesterday.
I never got a chance
It's-
to watch it.
It's the first one that I've actually watched since
Oh.
they've had them on.
Okay, this is actually the first one I've missed.
And I like the referees wearing the old blue shirts with the bow ties. That makes
They bring
me
back the
pretty
red,
happy.
white, and blue.
I like the red, white. I like that they don't have the big billboard telling. I like how they got the little angled runway
Yep.
and a narrow runway where they can actually high five people. I like that. Other than that, it's Monday Night Raw
Yeah.
or SmackDown. It's all the same.
And Jesse Ventura.
Jesse was wearing a Malcolm X hat.
Was he?
Yeah,
Oh,
he did.
that's awesome.
He had a Malcolm X hat, a Jimi Hendrix T-shirt, and a leather like with fringe.
Oh, that's
jacket.
his trademark, like leather.
And then they
like
show
Indian type
they
jacket.
did show a clip. They're like, I'm the only broadcaster that ever started a broadcast, went and had a match, and then finished off the show as a broadcaster. How about that, McAfee? Blah, blah. And he goes, and I won. And it was Jesse and I think Bob Orton and somebody else against Hillbilly Jim, Uncle Elmer, and
Oh wow, Uncle Elmer.
I think it was a 6-man tag.
So that had to be a very early
Yeah,
80s when
yeah.
Uncle Elmer there.
Uncle Elmer. Didn't Uncle Elmer get married on a Saturday
He did.
night's main event?
His best man was Hillbilly Jim.
They
had the big wedding reception
That was
and
around that time. I think it was like 19.
Don't go mess with the country boy, country
Hey.
boy, country boy.
It's on the
Don't go
wrestling
mess with
album
the country
cassette
boy.
over there. Don't mess with the country boy.
Cut
When
my
I was a
teeth.
little bitty boy, baby. I cut my teeth on a big old tree. Something, something, something. My first meal was the bear she killed. The bear she killed.
bear
Okay,
she
yeah.
just sit here and sing Hillbilly Jim.
It's the Country Bear Jamboree with Mookie and Slammer. Hey, man, rest in peace, Country Bear Jamboree at Disney World. They screwed it all up and changed all the songs.
R.I.P.
Rest in peace.
Wyatt says he's up to 118 subscribers on his YouTube channel.
Congratulations.
Pretty
You'll be-
impressive,
You'll be
sir.
getting a cake soon.
Logan Paul's gonna be calling you up and want to know some
What's the secret?
tips and trips. Andy
Will they
Edwards
send you a
says
cake at 120 subscribers? I didn't get a cake. I'm almost
those
up to
little hostess
500.
ones with the little curly cues on it.
What do you get? What do you get at 500? Do you get something? Do you get a high five or something?
I'll give you a congratulations.
Hey,
email.
if you haven't subscribed to at Slammer4878, watch all the Bro Show episodes, all the Slammer's wrestling matches
Now in high definition.
in high definition, and anything else I do. It's on Slammer4878. Subscribe. I'm almost to 500 subscribers. If you're the 500 subscriber, send me a message. And I'll send you a prize.
I'm gonna unlike it until it gets close, and I'm gonna like it again. Andy Edwards says should call it a subscribe to another subscription service.
I'll tell you what, man. It's got subscribed to everything.
Michael says he loved the. Oh, he just deleted his
Whoa.
comment. Just
Whoa.
said something about Gorilla Monsoon and Bobby Heenan, but it disappeared.
Will you stop?
Will you be serious?
Will you stop?
Just randomly, I come up with a little bit of Stone Cold trivia for you tonight.
Stone Cold Trivia?
5 Stone Cold trivia questions.
Hey, I thought I was one that came up with the trivia questions around here.
You come up with like 100 trivia questions and a prize. I have no prize at the end.
Right before you get to the questions, we are 2 weeks away. Two weeks away from Bro Show episode 52, our 1 year Bro Spectacular 1 year episode. I am going to come up with 25 questions
Oh my gosh.
to ask Mookie. So I'm going to need 25 people for sure to be watching, and I'm going to need 25 answers, 1 through 25.
So in 2 Mondays.
So in 2 Mondays, you need to get on here early
That's 14 sleeps.
and give me give me numbers so we can make sure. And I'm gonna have at least a Bro Show signed picture and maybe something else.
I'll pick a random action figure from his wall.
Negatory, brother. We'll figure something. It's gonna be the Bro Show episode 52 in 2 weeks. But tonight, episode 50, the Bro Show. And Bro Mookie now has 5
I have
Stone Cold
5
trivia answers.
Stone Cold
questions.
random trivia questions, and then a bonus non-Stone Cold trivia question.
Is that like a tiebreaker?
That's the Showcase Showdown.
The
question.
Showcase Showdown. All right.
Number 1.
Number
We're
1.
going to start off simple and get a little harder as we go.
Numero uno. That
Russell.
means number 1 in Spanish. If you're not a luchador,
See,
your
senor.
hat tells me you're a luchador.
I am voted the El Presidente, so I
El
do
Presidente, and I am Slammer is numero uno. I'm gonna get shirts to say that. Remember the Arnold shirt? It's Arnold is numero uno
Oh, you should get that.
in the Pumping Iron
Yes.
show. I'm gonna get shirts. I'm just plain Slammer is
know. You
numero
should get that.
uno.
You can probably sell the crap out of them here in Farmington, where you have the.
The lucha. Yeah. I will. I'm gonna get that. And maybe I'll get like the Slammer logo on the
There you
sleeve
go.
or something. That way.
Awesome.
All right, man.
You're welcome for that idea.
Thank you. Slammer is numero uno.
Question,
Trademark.
Question number 1.
Question number 1.
Stone Cold Steve Austin stunned this guy into orbit at WrestleMania 18.
18. Scott Hall. Dun, dun,
Bing, 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 bing. I don't know why my thumb
That was
crooked.
the best stunner to a guy ever,
I would
and a
say
guy
so.
taking it.
There was some
And
really good stunners
I will
taken.
say, Austin Theory, he took a good one.
Yes.
At
What about the last McMahon?
that was the most horrible. Every stunner that Vince McMahon took from Stone Cold was the worst.
How could Vince never take it correctly?
He
I understand now because he's all old and everything. But even back in
well, when he was-
'97,
he was in his early 50s then. He was mobile enough. He should have been able to take it. Anyway,
Remember that first one? He kind of stood. He kind of shook on the ground.
he probably was really shaken because he took it. All right, I'm 1 for 1.
1 for 1. You got 10 points, sir. 10 points.
All right,
Right, that 10 points on the board.
Numero dos.
All right.
Yeah.
Question number
Dos.
2. Stone Cold
Numero
trivia
dos.
tonight. Question number 2. Austin made his iconic 316 speech at the King of the Ring after defeating who?
Jake the Snake Roberts.
That is correct. Bing, 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 bing,
Jockey
bing, bing.
John 316.
You got another 10
Austin
points.
316 says, "I just whoop your butt."
So I told you, these are going to start off simple. You got
Pretty
two down, 3 to go.
Okay, is this all Stone Cold, or are we going Ringmaster? Are we
we-
going Stunning or Hollywood Blonde? Or,
We're going Mr. Steve Williams, stunning Hollywood
Williams.
Steve Stone Cold.
You might get me stunned, no pun intended, if you get too early in his career.
A little over a year into his debut, into his pro wrestling debut.
Wait, this is numero trace.
This is number 3.
Uno dos trace. Numero trace.
A little over a year into his pro wrestling debut, Austin beat beautiful Bobby Eaton for this WCW
Oh, the
championship.
television championship.
That is correct.
Bing, 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 bing.
You were 3 for 3.
3 for 3.
That's 30 points. I hope you guys are keeping track of this at home.
Numero
We get to the
quattro.
Showcase Showdown. You can put all your money on the line, all your points.
Numero
You
quattro.
got 30 points so far. Oh, that dirty Dallas Stevens is in the chat.
Oh, that dirty
Doctor
Stevens.
of Decadence.
What's
He
he?
says,
He's just what's that mean? A doctor of decadence. Does he like make cream filling or something for cakes or icing? What's a decadence? This is a decadent.
my
cake.
hands are clean on this. I have no idea. G says GSO with that beep. Once again, brother, happy Memorial Day.
Happy Memorial Day.
At least he ended on a positive note.
Okay, good call. Who said that?
The Doctor of Decadence.
Oh.
Dallas Stevens. Once again, he says, JSO, whip that beep. Once again, brother, happy Memorial Day.
And the assist goes to the doctor of
The assist.
icing the cake decadence.
I don't even.
Cacaw.
Did he get the 500 subscribers? Is that way he got the
Is that what it
icing?
was?
I'm so lost in what's going on.
All right, we're to question number quattro.
Number 4, you've got 30 points so far.
30
I'm
points.
highly impressed.
Woo.
This one could be a little trickier.
Uh-oh. It's tricky. It's tricky.
Stone Cold Steve Austin's WWF career from 1997 to 2001. How many championships, World Heavyweight Championships, did the Texas Rattlesnake gather in that time?
In the 97
97?
WWF championships, the championship.
The championship. The WWF Heavyweight Champion of the World.
Whew. His first one, he didn't hold it very long, and he got it back. Blah, blah, blah. When he won the first,
You can play at home also.
he won the first one. Then they gave him the big belt, right? But then he made it into the Smoking Skull.
He beat Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania
Beat
14
Shawn Michaels.
for the Winged Eagle
Okay,
on WrestleMania night. The following night at Monday Night Raw, he comes out with the belt. They debut the Globe belt.
the big belt,
So
the
they
big,
swap out
the
belts.
big one, yeah. And
So he held the Winged Eagle
big-
for 24 hours.
but that was the end of the Winged Eagle, right? Then he
was.
got the big one, but then he
until
started
Cody brought
using
it
the Smoking Skull title when he had it.
Eventually, yeah.
He didn't have very many reigns. 4?
From 1997
Was it 4?
to 2001,
4?
how many World Heavyweight title reigns did the Texas Rattlesnake hold?
4.
You're going with 4.
4.
Let's see. The people say anything. Mad Max says 4. Andy Edwards says, what was the original name for Vince's pitch for Steve Austin? That was Ice Dagger.
What?
Wasn't it? Ice Dagger?
Pitch?
Yeah, for his
I
original name.
thought when he was just regular old ringmaster. That's what he came in as.
That's when he came in. I think he's asking
But-
some of the names that they gave him options for. Remember, like Ice Dagger was one of them.
I didn't think that anybody gave him anything. He just said like he was drinking some coffee and he like.
Well, he came up with those.
the
I'm
Stone
saying
Cold.
they gave him an option of names to pick from if he.
Oh,
if he
I
liked these.
don't know that.
Ice Dagger was one of
I
them.
don't know that
Oh.
I've ever
really?
heard that.
Oh,
I just remember the story of him talking about.
I should have put that as one of the
his
trivia questions.
Stone Cold coffee, and he's like Stone Cold,
Stone Cold Tea,
but Stone Cold was it tea? No, it was coffee.
because his wife was English.
Oh, I'll be dang. All right. Anyway, the ringmaster just got that figure. By the way, it's a good figure.
So the answer to how many titles the Texas Rattlesnake held in his WWF career is the World Heavyweight title. 6.
Did he hold 6?
6 championships. Wow. He won, and here's the weird thing: he won 3 of them on 3 pay-per-views, and the other 3 were Monday Night Raw championship wins.
Wow.
How
I
crazy
gotta
is that?
say,
'Cause there's never Monday Night Raw title changes anymore.
He had a couple of those titles not very long.
Yeah.
That
Well, if you think he won his
That
first
first
championship in
one he won.
'98, and I mean,
he didn't have that very long at all.
yeah. Chili
Anyway, I
Chili
was wrong.
McFreeze. Chili McFreeze is another one.
Chili
Thank you,
McFreeze.
thank you, Mad Max. That is another one.
Is
Ice
that
Dagger,
really?
Chili McFreeze.
I might have heard that,
Yeah.
but I might not have.
That really sounds like something you order one of the freezes at
Like
at
a-
McDonald's. I'll take the
with a little penguin on it.
I'll take the
Chili the
I'll
penguin.
take the cherry chili McFreeze.
All
Extra
right.
whipped cream, please.
All right, I'm 3 for 4.
Andy, and Max both said chili McFreeze.
That's funny.
Ice Dagger was another one of them too.
Oh wow.
I'm surprised you didn't know that one.
All
All right, we're to the final question, number 5.
Number 5.
You've got 3
numero
of the 4.
cinco.
After
That's
watching, I am the El Presidente. After watching Pulp Fiction movie, this is something he talked about on one of his podcasts. After watching the Pulp Fiction movie, he credits this actor for his inspiration of buzzing his hair super short as the ringmaster.
Oh my gosh, I have not watched Pulp Fiction since probably the one time that I watched it, and I'll never watch it.
Well, if you can just think of some of the actors on there.
I can only think of John Travolta. And I can only say John Travolta because I do not remember who else was in that movie.
You don't have buzzed hair in that movie.
He doesn't have buzzed hair in that movie, so
So this actor gave him inspiration to, remember he had the long blonde hair, and he buzzed it down as the ringmaster before he bicked it for Stone Cold.
He just had a buzz cut.
Yeah.
I don't know who.
Does anybody know? Andy says he calls him Chili McFreeze to this day. And he said, Michael says, I love the root beer from A&W. What the heck? Heather says, Kathy agreed. I don't like them sitting on the wrong side.
Yeah, dang it. This will get fixed next week.
So Heather may not have been here at the beginning. She may have just read the comments. We're going live from the phone tonight in HD. We're live in HD, baby. So it has flipped us around. We're actually sitting on the correct side. This is my right side. This is my left side. But to you, this is my right side. This is my left side.
And I see a bunch of buttons I could be pushing right now, but as we all know, I don't need to be pushing buttons, or I'll mess everything up.
All hail! The Excalibur has joined us in chat.
Excalibur!
Caw-caw!
What did I say the other night? If I told Heather we were talking about Excalibur, and I was like, should I tell Tony if a guy in a big bird costume shows up?
I was waiting.
Cool?
I was waiting.
I forgot. I
was waiting.
Unless Excalibur was there incognito. There was a guy there who could cock Battlehawks hat.
Yeah, this was an old short fella. I do not believe.
I don't think that was Excalibur. Anyway,
Excalibur says, "Good evening, my fine sirs. Sorry I was unable to cross paths with you this Saturday night, Chris Slammer. I was determined by chalice and wine in the company of my fair lady."
We was hey, there was a dude there in a Battlehawks hat,
Yes.
and during my match, I was cacawing. So, cacaw.
Kathy says you guys have to switch in like 4 times to really get it. You have to watch it in like 4 times to get it. Right, left, to right.
Well, we got to watch 4 times.
Oh, Pulp Fiction, I bet. This is almost like the conversation I had with you with Napoleon Dynamite.
Okay, here's the thing. Me and Heather just talked about Pulp Fiction because that is a movie I don't even know if she watched all of it because it makes her sick to her stomach.
I am a big movie aficionado, and that is one movie I have never watched.
I will not watch it again. I
know it's pretty gory because
there's a lot of gore.
It's a Quentin Tarantino
There's
movie.
a lot of
cussing and gore.
Just not nice things.
Yeah.
And
get your cheeseburger.
It's things that I don't need to watch it. Herb, what's up, brother?
Good evening, gentlemen, he says.
Or
Good evening, Herb.
I say, brother, good evening, Herb. Thank you for joining us.
Okay, so
I'm sure Herb's good with me saying brother. I'm pretty what Bruiser Brody used to say to you back in the day? He probably come in there and go, roar, 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 roar.
barking at him. So the answer to the final trivia question of Stone Cold tonight.
Oh, yes.
The question was, what Pulp Fiction movie character inspired Stone Cold Steve Austin? Well, I guess before it was Stone Cold.
Yeah, you're going to have to tell me because I don't remember who was
buzz
in
his
that
hair
movie besides John Travolta.
What is his name? Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis was in that?
Yes.
I'll be down.
Bruce Willis was his inspiration of buzzing his hair before he actually bicked it.
All right. Congratulations, Stone Cold.
So you were 3 for 5 on that game.
3 for 5. Do I get to do number 6?
Are you willing to put all your money on the line? You can win it all, or you can lose it all.
Oh, this is like the Price Right. I can either go for the car,
go for it all,
or keep my 30 points.
And this is not a Stone Cold question. This is a totally random wrestling question. I'm
laying it on the line.
Oh, bring in the midgets. Bring in the balloons. All right.
Bring in the fire trucks.
The bonus question tonight.
Bonus.
This comes to us from the year 2016.
Oh gosh!
But I think you will know this.
Current? No way.
I think you will know this. Current. This is almost 10 years ago now, brother.
Oh my gosh! That's even stranger to think that 2016 was 10 years ago.
Almost 10 years ago.
9 years ago. Whew.
All right.
There
was in the year 2016.
2016.
2016.
2016. Okay, go ahead.
Chris Jericho and Dean Ambrose.
Oh gosh.
Had a long blood feud going into the 2016 Extreme Rules pay-per-view.
Okay, I actually, for some weird reason, remember them feuding, and I remember Moxley or Ambrose had a plant called Mitch. And if that's the answer to the question, I'm going to lose my mind. But
okay.
But I remember he had all these plants on this talk show, and he had one called Mitch, and I think Jericho broke it or something, didn't he? Anyway, what's your question? What's the name of the plant?
The match had a variety of weapons hanging from the ring.
Yeah.
Chairs, kendo sticks,
yeah,
roadsides, and including a potted plant.
Named Mitch.
Dean Ambrose named this plant. What was the name of this plant?
You ruined it. I knew it.
You ruined it.
I get bonus points for that. That is so weird. I remember that.
And I knew you would have to know that because that's a random thing that I honestly remember for some
hey,
weird reason.
And we all know that I am not a Dean Ambrose fan at all. I never
Mitch the Plant is the answer.
I never disliked him, but I never got the appeal.
Well, he's
which
kind of like
I
that.
totally understand now because what is John Mice? I do not get it. That dude, he needs to
Eats
go
bones
away.
and drinks blood, or drinks bones and drinks
eat
blood.
your blood and drink your bones. And watch Rocky movies, apparently.
Let's see here. Let's catch up on chat here. Jared Shannon's in the chat says, Slammer!
Jared, what's up, brother?
Catherine Arrow says, Samuel L. Jackson, too. He had an afro in there. He didn't have a buzz
Was
cut.
he? Oh, he. Okay.
Him and John Travolta were the two
they were the
stars.
main.
Yeah.
Bruce Willis was in it. Oh,
Yeah.
darn. Okay.
Jared Shannon says he loves to create your narrative shirt. Hey, I appreciate that.
Oh,
There's probably not too many of these around.
Probably not. That's funny. Is that still a thing?
No, because this was EC3.
Well, yeah, but
Braun Strowman.
I know he's in NWA, but he kept it going for a little while after.
I think until everybody got signed up.
After Adam Shriver left it, right?
Yeah. Appreciate you. Good eye. Good eye, sir.
Good eye.
Campbell's in the chat says, "What's up, fellas? What's up, girl?
What's
How
up?
are you? Thank you for joining us." And Martin Grotenberg says, "Slammer Mania."
It's running wild, brother.
I was waiting for
Full life.
our buddy Dylan that we met in Arnold. I was waiting for him to jump in here, so we call him Cheeseburger. Remember, I introduced you to him. He was in the Arnold show. He said his name was Dylan. I've been waiting for him to jump in the chat because he says he watches our show. He knew who I was.
Yeah.
He says, I go by Cheeseburgers. I said, I will keep an eye out for you. I'm terrible with names, but I remember your name, Dylan. You didn't show up in the chat, and I didn't get to yell Cheeseburger at you.
Only cheeseburger I know was Cheeseburger the wrestler. He came down to CCW a few years ago and was on the card.
Remember who gave Cheeseburger that name? That nickname?
Probably Brutal Bob.
No, it was not.
What, no?
It was Charlie Haas.
Oh, no kidding.
Charlie Haas in
What did you
episode
do?
of Ring
Tell
of
him to eat a
Honor.
cheeseburger?
Yeah.
You need to eat a cheeseburger?
He was supposed to wrestle him in a match on Ring of Honor TV, and Haas was like laughing, saying, "This is my opponent? This guy needs to eat a cheeseburger."
Brutal Bob and him was tag team for a while. It was called Brutal Burgers
Brutal
in Ring of
Burger.
Honor.
Yep.
Man, Ring of Honor was so good.
I used to love
years
ROH
ago.
TV.
Gosh, dang it.
That's all I got tonight, man.
Oh, well, good call.
We were right on the money.
No pickups for you this week?
I don't.
Yeah, like I said, man, them tariffs, man, are starting to cramp my...
I've ordered some eBay stuff that'll be coming in, so I will have some stuff next week.
So anyway, I need a Monday Night Wars Kevin Nash. I need a Monday Night Wars Harlem Heat Booker T. And I need a Monday Night Wars Great Muta with NWO face paint.
I'm going to have to get one of those
Because
too.
I ordered the other ones pre-order, but for some reason... I couldn't pre-order the Muta because I guess so many people ordered him that they ran out of stock.
Yeah.
So those 3 Monday Night War guys meant on card I need. If anybody can help my brother out.
I need the
holler
NWO
at me.
Muta, and I also need that clear John Cena that's coming out basic.
Oh, the clear John
Yes.
Cena, yeah.
Ooh.
Whoa.
My bad.
Whoa.
Not used to the little
Don't-
table.
Don't break the breakable
need
table,
to stretch my
non-breakable
leg.
table.
Need to
Yeah,
stretch my
I
leg.
gotta go work out and get ready to go back to the old Brown tomorrow because they'll load us up tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a big day.
Slammer, where can they find you at?
Brother, they can find me right here on the Slammer page. Hey, I tell you what, I've griped about Facebook for a while and nobody's seeing my stuff.
Yeah.
No, I hadn't had a friend request. I may have had like 5 friend requests in the last 6 months. I've had like 300 friend requests in the last 2 weeks.
Oh, wow.
And remember when I was struggling just to get to 3,000
Yeah.
on the Slammer page? We're almost up to 3,200 now.
Hey, like
just did-
Buzz Lightyear, famous words of Buzz Lightyear.
So anyway, I gave it
3,000
Oh.
and beyond.
Oh, and beyond. If you're on this page, go to the main page by the follow, subscribe buttons. There's 3 little dots. Hit those 3 little dots. Go to invite friends and followers. Hit that. It'll say select all. You hit that. It selects all your people. Send invites. It takes you 10 seconds to do that. You send out the invites. People like my page. People like us. People watch the Bro Show. We become world famous. I become rich and famous. I quit working at UPS and only do the Bro Show, and that would rule. And I will do wrestling on the side
We can
because
do Bro Show like
we'll
every
do-
night of the week.
We will do the Bro Show every day because we have so much stuff to talk about. We can do this 5 days a week. And I could do this from my beach house in Florida. You can come to Florida too. You'll be rich then too. You come to
Hell yeah.
Florida. So anyway, Find me on here. Go to my regular page, Chris Slammer. Be my friend. I'll be your friend. Come watch me at IWA this Saturday night in Mount Vernon, Illinois.
It's going to be a good time.
Chris_Slammer on Instagram. X, Twitter, at Max Gym. That's the @ MACSGYM, Max Gym. I'll tell you that story another day why it's called that. ProWrestlingTees.com/Slammer. Get yourself a Slammer t-shirt. Run the Ropes on Facebook, and we Run the Ropes on Instagram. Get yourself an exclusive Slammer t-shirt on there.
Wild Man Michael
It
in the chat.
rules. Wild Man.
Idaho,
Idaho, California. He's got the exclusive
ordered one.
Slammer shirt. Cameo, you guys were on here last week. I had usually it's birthday cameos. I've done some other stuff. I'll do almost anything. The cameo I did last week,
Hey,
a dude
pitch
wanted
him an extra $5. He'll show you his tootsies. Toes.
do it express. Because I make more money that way. Anyway, I had a really cool cameo. I got to ask a guy's buddy to be a groomsman in his wedding.
That's pretty cool.
So he wanted Slammer to ask his homie to be a groomsman in his wedding. I obliged. He said it was exactly what he wanted. And not only that, I got a 5-star review. Every review that's been done for Slammer on Cameo has been a 5-star review.
Awesome.
What's that tell you? That tells you need to book Slammer on Cameo. And I'll even sing the happy birthday song if you got a birthday coming up. So anyway, that's where you can find me, Slammer4878, on the YouTube. Where can they find you?
The King
Brother
of Cool.
Mookie.
You can find the King of Cool, your El Presidente, every Monday night right here on the Slammer Facebook page. So be sure to like, subscribe, anything you can to do it. Or you can find me on my personal Facebook page at Kyle Mookie Skynet. Send me a message, send me a friend request, follow me, do whatever. I will say hi right back to you. I'm not that famous. I'm not as famous as this guy.
Oh, you're more famous. Everybody knows.
But I'm your El
Hey,
Presidente.
You come to an MMWA or any wrestling event Slammer's at, Mookie's, everybody's like, bro, Mookie.
That's true.
Everybody wants to see Mookie.
I'm like, I tip my hat.
I'm okay with that. I don't care. It's great. I like her. Come see him. Come say hi.
Most of the older wrestlers know me before they know him, but all the fans
Yeah.
know him but don't know me.
Brother.
Anyway, you can also follow me on the TikTok at The Real White Larry Bird.
Caw.
And that's all for me tonight.
That's it. Next week, Monday night, barring I don't get tied up at UPS too late. If just always be prepared. I might send a message that says we may be a little late because Bro Slam is out delivering packages. But other than that, 7 o'clock. Next Monday night will be episode 49.
Wow.
2 weeks. I'm sorry, episode 51. We are 2 weeks away from our 1-year episode. So stay tuned. Tell your friends. Join us. And what you gonna do when the Bro Show entertains?